Hi everyone, welcome back to our tutorial on C programming. So in this video, we are going to be focusing on the logical operators that are available in our C language. So before seeing the operators, first let us get to understand what is the role of a logical operator in a programming language. So basically, the logical operators are used to combine two or more conditions together and form one single expression. So what it is going to do, I have some individual conditions. I am going to group all those conditions together and form one single expression. So for that purpose only, I am going to be making use of my logical operators. See, we all have studied our English language. In that, English grammar is there. In grammar, one of the important topics what we have studied is something called as conjunctions. So conjunction, two words, and or. So we make use of these two words to combine sentences. So I have some individual sentences. To combine the sentences together and form a single sentence, I make use of these conjunctions, which is and or. Same way in our programming language. We are going to do the same thing, but in our programming language, we are going to be combining our conditions together to form a single expression. Right. So now what you have to remember is whenever we are making use of the logical operators, the result of the logical operator is always going to be a Boolean value. So Boolean value means what? We are either going to get the result as true or false. And remember, in C language, we do not have any keywords or constants called as true and false. We have only number representation. So true is going to be represented by the number 1 and false is going to be represented by the number 0. So the result is always going to be either 1 or 0. Right. And another important point, what we have to know is any non-zero value. So let it be an integer number, let it be a floating point number, a positive number, a negative number, whatever be. As long as it is not zero, the number is always treated as true. So remember these 2 points for solving our expressions. Right. Now, in C language, we have three logical operators are available for us. Okay, so totally we have three logical operators. The first logical operator is our AND operator. So logical AND. It is represented by the double ampersand symbol. So we use the ampersand symbol, but we use two ampersand symbol continuously, no space in between. So how is this going to work? So as I told you, it is used to combine different sentences together. So how is this going to work? If all the conditions, okay, no matter how many conditions I'm combining, if all the conditions are true, then the final result will be true. That is how my logical AND operator will be working. So please understand what it will do is all the conditions you are joining together must be true. If it is so, then the final result is going to be given as true. Otherwise, it is going to say false. So that is how our logical AND operator is going to be working. Right. The next operator what we have is our logical OR operator. So again, the logical OR operator, how it is going to do? It is also going to combine multiple expressions. That is multiple conditions together. But what is the difference here? It will give the final result as true if any one of my combining expression is true. So say for example, I am combining 3 or 4 expressions. So if any one of the condition is true also, the final result will be given as true. That is how the logical OR operator is going to be working. So logical AND, all the conditions must be true. Logical OR, any one of the combining conditions must be true. Now, the third logical operator what we have is our logical NOT operator. So how is the logical NOT operator is going to work is, it is the reverse of a operation. That is, if the given condition is true, then the result will be false. If the given condition is false, then the result will be true. It is going to produce the inverse. That is, whatever is the condition giving me, it is going to give me the opposite of that as a result. So that is how our logical NOT operator is going to be working. So these three together is what we have as the logical operators. Right. So now to understand this a little bit more better, let us look at something called as truth table. Right. So first let us see the truth table for our AND operator. So how is this going to be working? So look here, what I'm doing here is I'm going to combine two conditions. I have condition 1, I have condition 2, and I'm going to use this AND operator on the both conditions. That is, I'm going to join these two conditions using my AND operator. So when is my result going to be true? Just see here, if both my condition 1 and condition 2, if both the conditions are true, then my final result is saying as true. For any other combination, it is going to give me the result as false. So this is how my AND operator is working. Now, looking at my OR operator, same two conditions. Okay, trying out all the possible combinations. You see here what happens if any one of my condition is true. So I'm first time I'm having true, true. Okay, true. True, false, true. False, true. Then also true. Wait, if any one of my condition is true also, the result is going to be true. If both are false, then the result is also going to be false. So this is how my OR operator is going to be working for us. Okay, so now let us try to understand this with a simple program. So I'm going to take this program as our example. So look here what I have done. I have taken three variables. All the three are integer variables. So what is that I have? A 20, B 10 and C 15. These are the values of my variable. Now I am having a condition. So look, this is my first condition, A less than B. And this is my second condition, B less than C. So here I'm having two conditions and I'm going to combine these two conditions to form a single expression using my AND operator. So according to the rules, what we just saw now, okay, what we just saw, what is the thing? If both the conditions are true, then only the final result is going to be true for us. So let us try to understand how this is going to work. So A value is 20. So when I start representing it with numbers, so what is it going to be? 20 less than 10 and 10 less than 15. So look at the first condition, 20 less than 10. Obviously, that is false. So then next condition is 10 less than 15. Yes, that condition is true. So the first condition is giving me the result as false. The second condition is giving me the result as true. So what is going to be the final result? False. Why? Because we have used the AND operator. How does the AND operator works? Both the conditions must be true. So here that rule is not followed. Hence the result is going to be false. So when my condition is false, what is going to happen? It is automatically go to the else part. And when it goes to the else part, whatever you have given in the else is going to get executed. So the if will be executed only when the condition is true. So if the condition is false, automatically it is going to go to the else part and it is going to execute this as my output. So it is just going to print Java is better than C. Let us cross check it once. Let us execute the program. So I'm just going to copy this piece of code and then I'm going to go here, paste it in my online compiler and execute the program. So as you can see the output, so if the condition is true, it is going to say C language is better. If the condition is false, it is going to say that Java is better. So let us see what is the output we are going to be getting. Look here, just as we predicted. So since this condition is false, it is automatically going to the else part and it is printing this as our output. Now, look at this second example, which is for our OR operator. So how does the OR operator going to work for us? I told you, if any one of the condition is true, if any one of the condition is true also, the result is going to be true. So here again, we are using the same variables, A, B, C, same values. A is 20, B is 10, C is 15. So look at the condition, what I'm saying. I am saying C greater than A or C greater than B. So either the C value should be greater than A or the C value should be greater than B. So if any one of the condition is true also, print this. Otherwise, you're going to print this. So now, how is this going to be working for us? See, C greater than A. C value is what? 15. So 15 greater than 20. False. So the first condition fails. Now, it is going to go and check the second condition. Second condition is what? C greater than B. So C value is 15 greater than B value is 10. So 15 greater than 10. Now, this second condition is true. So, according to the concept of our OR operator, if any one condition is true also, it is going to give the result as true. So, since the expression is evaluated as true, what is the output we are going to get? It is going to print C language is the best. Again, let us cross check it once. Okay, there you go. I'm just going to run this code also. See the output here. Done. And the third operator, the third logical operator what we have is our NOT operator. Right. So sorry about the spelling here. Yeah, we have the NOT operator. So what did I say about the NOT operator? The NOT operator is going to give us the inverse, opposite of whatever the condition is going to give. So now look here. Two variables we are having in the program. A value 20, B value 10. So now what is the condition I'm doing? If A greater than, A equal to B. Now what is the double equal to? Comparison. It is going to compare whether both the A and the B variable are having the same value or not. Now, is the value same? 20 and 10, is it same? No. So, this expression is going to give me the result as false. So, A equal to B is false for us. So, on this result, I am applying my NOT operator. So, what did I say the NOT is? It is going to give me the reverse. So, if the condition is true, it will say false. If the condition is false, then it is going to give me the result as true. So 20 equal to 10, the condition is false. So when you apply the NOT operator on it, it is going to say the condition is true. So if the condition is true, again, C language is the best, is going to get printed for us. Execute this program also. Okay, there you go. Run the code. Look at the output, what we are getting. So this is how my three logical operators are going to be working. So I hope you have understood how the working of these three logical operators are done. Now, there is one very, very important variation that you have to know with regards to my logical operators. We call it as short circuit. Short circuit. Now, what do you mean by this short circuit? So, this short circuit functionality is applied on two operators, the AND operator and the OR operator. The NOT operator does not come under this concept. So please understand, short circuit logical functionality is applied on two operators. That is my logical AND my logical NOT operators. Sorry, logical and my logical OR operator. Okay, so first let us see the logical AND. So what is this logical AND operator? We already know. So all the combining condition needs to be true. Then only the result will be true. We just saw that, right? Now, what do you mean by this short circuit functionality is, if the result, okay, so please understand, if the result of an expression can be determined after evaluating a condition, then the further conditions will not be checked at all. Please understand, if the result, that is, if the final result of the expression can be determined based on the condition that is getting evaluated, then the other remaining conditions will not be checked at all. Now, what do I exactly mean by this? Okay, that let us understand with this example. Now, look here what I have done. I am saying A is equal to 5, B is equal to 3, and C. So, three variables are here. Now, look at the condition what we have given. I am saying C is equal to, That is, this is my expression. Whatever is the result of this expression, I am going to assign that value to my C variable. So result of this expression is going to get assigned to this C variable. Now, when I run this piece of code, this is the result I am going to be getting. A is 5, B is 3, C is 0. Now, how is this result coming? That is what we have to understand. Why is the B operator is not incrementing? So please understand, first it will start with checking the first condition. So what is the first condition says? A less than B. What is the second condition here? Plus plus B. These are the two conditions that I am going to combine. Now, take the first condition, A less than B. What is the value of A? 5. What is the value of B? 3. So 5 less than 3. Is the condition true or false? Obviously false. So, since the first condition itself is failed, what is going to be the result? False. Because what is AND operator? All the conditions must be true. Then only the final result will be true. Here my first condition itself failed. So what is the purpose of checking my second condition? If the second condition is true also, the result is false only. If the second condition is false also, the result is false only. So if the output, that is, if the final output can be decided based on the condition that is getting evaluated, the further conditions will not be checked at all. Time saving. Why should the compiler waste its time in checking all the other expressions when the final result is going to be false? See, here we are combining only two conditions. So, okay, time may be less. What if I'm combining some 10 or 20 conditions? It has to check each and everything. So, when the first condition itself is false, what is the use in checking all the other conditions? Because AND operator is going to give me the result as false only. That is what you call as short circuit functionality. That is how it is going to work. Based on this condition, if result can be found, others will not be checked. So what happens here? The plus plus B, that is the B value is never incremented. That is why you are getting the same value 3 itself here as the thing. Now let us execute this. Let me cross check this by executing the same code. Whatever I have showed you there, I'm just going to execute the same piece of code here. So let us run it. And let us just see what is the output we are going to be getting for this. See here. So the B value is never changed. So the expression is giving me false. False means what? 0. So that is what my C is also printing. So this is how my AND operator will actually be working in the background. Right. The same thing is applicable for my OR operator also. So please understand, OR operator also same condition. If the result of the expression can be determined based on the condition that is being checked currently, then the remaining conditions will not be evaluated. Okay, the same thing as what we saw for the AND. So again, a small example to understand this. Now look at this. Same values as what I have given, but just see what is the condition I'm saying. I am saying A greater than B or plus plus B. So again, condition 1, A greater than B. Condition 2, plus plus B. So now, what is the value of A? 5. What is the value of B? 3. So 5 greater than 3. Condition is true. So the first condition itself is true. So why I should check the second condition? Because what is my OR operator? If any one of the condition is true also, the result is true. So no need to check my other conditions and waste my time again. Based on the first condition itself, I am able to determine the final result. So that is why it is not going to go to the second condition at all. So again, look at the output what you are getting. A value is 5. B is only 3 because again plus plus B is not at all happening. But C value is 1. Why? Because the expression has given me the result as true, and true is represented by the number 1. So that is the output you're going to be getting. Again, let us execute this. Okay, so let us execute this piece of code. There you go. See? Now, you just make the small change. What is that? You're going to say A less than B. So A less than B means what will happen? 5 less than 3. So here my first condition will fail. The first condition will give me the result as false. Now remember, it is the OR operator. So if the second condition is true, then the result is true. So here it will go and check the second condition. Why? Because the first condition has failed, but if the second condition is true, then there is a chance for my result to be true. So it is going to go and check the second condition. What is the second condition? Plus plus B. So what is plus plus B? Increment the value of B by 1. So what is the current value of B? 3. So when I increment, what it will become? 4. And remember the rules what I said? Any non-zero number, as long as it is not 0, any non-zero number is always evaluated as true. So now this condition is going to give me the result as true. So see, A value is going to be 5 because I am not changing the A value at all. But what is the B value going to be now? 4. And C is going to be 1 because the expression is true. So this is the final result we will be getting for this change what I have made in the code. Cross check it, run the code. Look at the output what we got. Same as what we have mentioned here. All right. Now do one more small change. Here, give the value of B as -1. What is the value of B going to be? -1. Okay, now run this. See, what is the result you're getting? Condition is false. C is 0. Why? See, first condition failed. Okay, 5 less than 3. Condition false. No doubt in that. Now, what is the second condition? Plus plus of B. So, what is the value of B? -1. So, when you increment from -1 to, that is from -1, add 1. What will be the value? 0. 0 means what? False. 0 means false. So, the condition, second condition is also false. So, first condition also false. Second condition also false. So, result of the OR operation is false for us. So that is why C is getting the value as 0. So please try to understand how the short circuit functionality is going to be working with the AND operator and with the OR operator. This is one of the frequently asked questions in predict the output programs. They will be giving you combining lot of conditions together, expecting you to give the result. How is it going to get evaluated? It's one of the commonly asked questions in MCQ questions or the predict the output programs. Right. So all these are the points that you have to know with regards to our logical operators. Right. Thank you. See you in the next video.